Hi there, students. To galvanize, galvanized, galvanizing as adjectives. So to galvanize is a verb, galvanized, galvanizing are adjectives. Notice it's most normally spelt with a Z, but you can spell it with an S. So to galvanize is to take a piece of iron or steel, and normally they dip it in molten zinc, in liquid zinc, and you have your iron which is covered, protected by a layer of zinc, and it doesn't rust. It takes a much longer time to degrade. Yeah, okay, that's galvanized iron. But we use the verb to galvanize, meaning to stimulate somebody to action, to shock somebody into taking action. Notice, to galvanize somebody into doing something, or to galvanize somebody to do something. So, for example, he was offered a job in the UK, and this galvanized his English study. This galvanized him into studying English very seriously. The bad exam results galvanized the student into studying much harder. Okay, so it's to stimulate somebody to action by some sort of shock or surprise or strong situation, and then they act. So, I don't know, in the morning I'm lying in bed and I'm comfortable, and it takes a lot to galvanize me to get up and go and do my things. Yeah, okay. He was having a siesta and somebody rang the doorbell, which galvanized him into getting up. He'd been thinking about getting up from his siesta, but he didn't really want to. Okay, so to galvanize, to stimulate to action. Photographs of famine victims often galvanize people into giving money to charities. Okay, so to galvanize, to shock into taking action. Yeah, the origin of this word is really interesting. This comes from an Italian scientist called Luigi Galvani from Bologna in the late 18th century. And Luigi Galvani discovered that if you took a frog's leg from a dead frog and you sparked it, you put electricity across it, the leg moved. Yeah? And he discovered that the idea of bioelectricity, that our brains send electric signals which make us move. Okay? I think maybe Mary Shelley took some of Luigi Galvani's work on board when she wrote Frankenstein. Okay? So yes, effectively the electricity stimulates the movement. Okay? What about formality? Well, I would say this word is slightly formal, but very slightly, maybe 5.5, 6 in formality. You could definitely use it in your writings, you could definitely use it in your exam speaking, and you could probably use it in a conversation with your mates in the pub. Yeah, but it's probably a little bit over formal for a very informal conversation. Okay, so what will galvanize you into studying harder? The officer galvanized his soldiers into being alert. A good officer will know how to galvanize, stimulate to action his men when he needs to do it. If you nearly die from something but don't, this could galvanize you into changing your life. If a doctor gave you a very bad diagnosis, this could act as a galvanizing force for you to change your life. There, a galvanizing force. That's a good collocation. So notice galvanizing, stimulating. We can also use the adjective galvanizing to mean thrilling or exciting. The music was galvanizing. Her performance was galvanizing. It was thrilling. It was exciting. It stimulated the emotions to action. So notice this is mentally stimulating. Yeah. If you ask somebody a good and deep question, it will galvanize their thought processes. Okay, so to bring into action, to cause to move, to cause to do something. It can be by a shock, but it can be by other things as well. Okay, so to galvanize, a regular verb. To galvanize someone into doing something, or to galvanize someone to do something. I think you could probably use this with an infinitive as well. It galvanized him to take life more seriously. With global warming, what will it take to galvanize us to act? Well, probably when global warming affects us personally. Yeah, when something bad happens and then we are galvanized to take action about it. But probably by then it will be too late. So, to galvanize, from Luigi Galvani, yeah, an Italian scientist from Bologna, galvanized iron or steel covered in zinc, normally dipped in molten zinc to protect it, and then to galvanize someone into doing something, to stimulate them to act, to cause somebody to take action, to cause somebody to do something about a situation. Cause, C-A-U-S-E. Okay, so there we go. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed it enough, I hope it will galvanize you into giving it a rating. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. To galvanize somebody into doing something.